My name is Jack McErlean, and my topic is reselling shoes. So I wanted to ask y'all, have any of you guys flipped any items? Like going to a garage sale and getting something for like $2 and then you're able to sell it for 20.
Yeah.
I mean, you have?
Yeah.
So this is pretty much the same thing, but in a much bigger market. So the sneaker market was predicted to reach 6 billion by 2025, but according to Stallion K and Puku Lagara S and their article Stomping in My Air Force Ones and an investigation into the sneaker market, we have reached $6 billion sneaker market in 2021. So another reason that this has become such a big market is not retailers aren't the only ones making money. As you can see, this is what the prices came out for, nothing over $200. And these are the resale prices over the past years. And a lot of these shoes, the resale price grows. This picture was from 2018, and the Nike Air Mag, which was in Back to the Future, is now at around $15,000. So what exactly is sneaker reselling? There's 3 different types of sneaker reselling. You could buy general releases online or at a mall, or you could use botting, or you can go the used market way. So these are 2 Jordan 1s that released. The first one is the Jordan 1 Royal. It released for $160, and it didn't have any like celebrities or anybody really putting it out there, unlike the Travis Scott Jordan 1. But as you can see, they both profited over 100%. So you could buy the shoe for $160, and then a year later, it evened out to be about $305 for the market price. And for the Travis Scott ones, retail was $175, and a year later, it's $1,115. But with the Travis Scott Jordan 1, the market was all over the place with all the different shoes he dropped. So at one point, this shoe got very close to $3,000 in profit. So say you could have gotten 3 pairs and spent about less than $500, you could have profited literally thousands off of a single pair of shoe, which that is just crazy to me. All right, so like I said before, there are 3 types of sneaker reselling, and I watched a TED Talk on like somebody that did sneaker reselling. His name is Josh Lumber, and one thing that stood out to me a lot was he compared the sneaker market to stocks. And I never really looked at it that way because I had never really gotten into stocks, but after listening to him explain it, the markets are the same with a bunch of different terms. Like each shoe is pretty much like a business, and the market can go up and down. It could crash. You could buy the shoe for $200, and then a week later, it's not going for more than $100. And this just applies to any age person. You could be 10 years old, and you could have your own business making thousands of dollars per month. And that's why it applies to everybody. And so the first type of reselling is like general releases. These are shoes that you could walk into your mall and get on the day of the release, or you could try to get them online at the day of the release. But these will sell out in seconds, hours, you never really know. So this was a UNC Jordan 1 that released 2 months ago. It released for $190 retail, and by the end of the day, it was over $300. So that means if you got lucky, you could have walked into your local mall and gotten 2 pairs, and say you have a Foot Locker and a Foot Action. You go in and you get 2 pairs from each store, then you're looking at $400 to $500 in profit for maybe 2 hours of work. Another way you could get these shoes is through the Sneakers app. And there's also an Adidas app, and there's Foot Locker's apps, but the Sneakers app is the most popular and most known throughout social media. So the sneaker app, Nike releases, or they post the shoes that they'll be releasing over the next month to 2 months, and they put them on the app, and you can like reserve it sends you an update. But why it's so hard to get these shoes is because every single person across the globe is going for the same shoe at the same time on the same day. So, for example, this shoe, it's the Ben & Jerry's Nike Dunk collab. It sold out in less than 5 seconds. Like, there's another method, botting, that I'll talk about. And if you didn't have a bot, you had like literally less than a 1% chance of getting this shoe. So that's why the prices on a lot of these will go up, because there's too much demand and not enough supply. And that's a way that Nike is able, and Adidas and all the other brands are able to let their like resellers and other people make profit off of their shoes as well. So this shoe, this is the Jordan 4 Nike Off-White sale. I was lucky enough to get this pair of shoes during the summer when I first started reselling, and I used botting through this. So one of my friends I've met through connections of reselling, he has his own bot, and they usually cost about $300 to $500 to get, but every drop you could get as many shoes as you have the money for. So they're really worth it, but I just didn't have like the technology to like get one and the money to buy one myself, so I just borrowed his. So I got this shoe, came out for $220, and then I paid him $100 for using his bot because it cost him to like run the slots for the shoes. I ended up selling this shoe for $1,000, and I touched it one time. Like, I bought the shoe without even knowing I bought it, and it just came to my house. I posted it, met somebody later that day, and they handed me $1,000 cash. So that is why I feel like more people should get into this, because it's not a lot of work. You just have to have just like kind of a business mind behind it. Like, if you just have some free time and want to make money, this is a perfect way to. And these shoes, a lot of them are sold through GOAT and StockX. StockX only sells brand new shoes. So if there's any dirt, any marks, anything, they're gonna send them right back. But GOAT, on the other hand, they have like a used section as well. So you could either sell brand new shoes through GOAT or used shoes, and you ship them off to them, and they have like a verification service to make sure like all the shoes are 100% authentic. And that is another reason why like the market has grown so big, because before people were just using eBay and like in-person transactions, but sometimes that stuff can be really sketchy and you can get a lot of fake shoes. So this is a way to guarantee people real shoes, even though they might have to pay a little bit more money. So these are some used Jordans. This is where I started in my sneaker reselling business. And I honestly think it's more fun, because like you can go to like Facebook, OfferUp, Let Go, and eBay, and you just find shoes like these for like steals. So you could somebody could have all these posted for $200 a pair, but if you do like a bulk buy, you could get them all for maybe $100 a pair. And then you get them, if they're a little dirty, you can clean them up and sell them for a lot more. And people, if you know how to negotiate and like you're a friendly person, you could get really good deals. And that's what I like. Like I like being in it. I like making deals. I don't really like doing it all online, because that's just not as fun to me. So this is where I started, and I think this is like starting in the used shoe market is the best place to start, because it gives you like a good like foundation, and it helps you be able to like legit check your own shoes as well. And then throughout COVID, this is when I really started to take my reselling business to like the next steps, because I had a lot of free time, and I know a lot of other people did as well. So that's when I started using like the sneakers app more and the botting more, and it just gave me an opportunity when like I couldn't go out and work at the surf camp that I was working at and the moving company. This was a way that I could still be making money in times where everyone needs money, but they couldn't go out and really work for it. And anybody can do this, any age, and it's just a fun little hobby if you're interested in shoes or making money. You don't necessarily have to like shoes to be into it, but you would just have to understand the market a little bit. And that's it.